Hi everyone, it's Mary from Crafty Mima's Place, and today is Make It Monday. And for Make It Monday today, we're going to do a pretty simple, straightforward Valentine's Day card for your special someone in your life. On the outside it says Happy Valentine's Day. Inside it says Love You Lots. We will be making it from the From My Heart suite, which is in the mini catalog, January-June for this year. Using the Heartfelt Bundle, the punches and the stamp set to come together as a bundle, and you get 10% off if you buy them that way. Also, we will be using the Designer Series paper from the From My Heart specialty suite, and the ribbon and heart-shaped doilies. So here we go. The supplies that you will need for this project are a piece of cardstock. I'm going to use real red. You can use any color that makes you happy for Valentine's Day. This one is cut 11 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Then you will also need a piece of, this is Flirty Flamingo. Again, use what color it makes you happy. You're going to cut that one at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. 5 1/4 by 4. And then for the inside of the card, you'll need a piece of Whisper White, cut at 5 1/4 by 4. You'll need a small piece of Designer Series paper from the pack From My Heart. And this is cut at 3 by 4. You will need one of the hearts. You will need your heart punches and your stamp set and a piece of the ribbon. This is about, I'd say about 12 inches, maybe a little more. And a strip of the same paper that's cut 1/2 by 4 inches. And the From My Heart Faceted Gems, just a couple. Okay, now we'll get started on the card. The first thing we're going to do is move all that over there. We're going to take our piece of Whisper White cardstock. That's what we're going to use for our greeting for the card. So we're going to use our Stampin Pierce Mat. And we're going to use real red. And we're going to use this lovely Happy Valentine's Day stamp. Just mount it on your clear block. Ink it up good. Now you want to position this so that you can get to it and cut it with your punch. So make sure you don't put it too close, too far away from the edge, so the punch will go over it. One more time. It didn't look quite enough. There we go. I think that'll do. There we go. That worked well. I'm just going to use the small straight punch to cut that out. Lining it up evenly around and punch it out. Next, we are going to use the scalloped punch with the scalloped heart here. And the same thing, you don't want to go too far away from the edge because you're going to use the punch. These are a filigree type of look. The centers are usually the hardest to get to work, and it worked just fine. So now we'll cut that one out with our scallop punch. And I think that's it for the stamping, other than the greeting on the inside of the card. So we will start to assemble our card. Put some of this away, get it out of the way. All right, move that out of the way. I'm moving the whole table. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to move you around. Okay, we'll take our real red cardstock and we're going to layer the piece of Flirty Flamingo on it using some Snail Adhesive. And just centering it in the center of this card. There we go. That will work. Now we're going to take this and we're going to, you can use either side that you like. I prefer the hearts, so I'm going to use the hearts for the bigger piece. And this is exactly the same size as the Flirty Flamingo, so you're just going to put it over the top. Excuse me. I'm going to leave just a little tiny bit at the bottom as a contrast. Little tiny strip of that underneath paper. Okay, and now we're going to find our other piece of paper. It's right here. And this time I'm going to alternate it to the opposite side and put this right here at the very top. Okay. Whoop. Dropped it. At least with the snail, you can kind of get it back off again without ripping too much off. Okay, now we're going to layer the 3 pieces of our greeting together using some Stampin Dimensionals. Yes, I got it right this time. Woo! I didn't say pop dots. Don't know. I guess because that's what the other companies call them, is pop dots. I don't really know. But they are called Stampin Dimensionals. So I'm going to stamp, I'm going to pop up this first layer on top of our filigree. Just centering it so that it looks, you can just see that little border around it. Kind of looks like a candy box. And then we're going to take and put a few more on it. 3 to give it some dimension off the doily heart. But the doily heart we won't. We'll just use Snail Adhesive for. These got bent a little bit, so I'm going to unbend them so they're straight. There we go. All right, now let's see if we can center this one. There. And we'll use just a little bit of snail on the back of that and place it right here at the top in the center. Okay, now we're going to now what we're going to do is go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the inside of our card. And for that we're going to use I think I'm going to use the other one this time. This one says, "So lucky to have a friend like you." And my real red stamp. Good. You could also use some of these hearts to make other little decorations if you want to decorate the inside of the card a little more. And we'll use some snail to just adhere it to the inside of the card. And that's the inside of the card. Now the only thing we have left to do is to put the bow on and a few of those little gems. The gems do not have any adhesive on the back of them, so they're not real super simple to use. You kind of have to, whoops, pour them all over your table. Oh well, I'll pick them up. But you have to put your own adhesive on the back, and that's a little hard to do sometimes. So I like to just put a little snail where I want to put the gems. Or you could use liquid adhesive if you prefer. And one here. There we go. And then I'll use my take a pick tool and pick one up. Preferably one that's facing the right way. There we go. There's one. And put it on. And we'll get another smaller one and put it over here. Oh, maybe not. I guess I didn't put any. Guess not. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Okay, there we go. Now I got a little. Let's try this one. And one more. There we go. All right, and we will tie our bow, which I've already explained to everyone. If you've watched me before, you know that I have 14 fingers and thumbs and no fingers, and I'm not very good at tying bows, but we're going to give it a whirl. And this, I like to make it really big and then bring it to the size I want. Kind of tighten it up as you go until you get to the size bow that you really would like on your card. And I have way more than I need. Ribbon, that is. So I'm gonna trim some of the tail. Okay. Probably could have used half the ribbon that I did. And we will use a glue dot to put this on with. If you just hold your glue dot, your paper, and put the knot on the dot, and then just attach it to your card. Okay, that's our card for today. It was a very simple, easy card. Next week we're going to make a two tiny little treat boxes. They're like match boxes. They push open. Oop, have it upside down. And you can put your candy in there and put your sentiment on there. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and come visit me on CraftyMimasPlace.com. Have a great day. Bye.